Ready, ready. 8, read. Check, Mike 6-6. Pull it high. You don't want none. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry for Royce Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the eye. Watch that. Cut. Hey, zoom. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Freeman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw in his lock. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Trubisky to throw. He is going to find Hill here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Rush in. Hey, ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky. This is the tight end, Njoku. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Yeah, baby. That's my boy.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Go! 180! Mike 47!
They'll try again with Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
80 weapons. Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Locke now to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scott Miller, 51 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Under 10. You go quarter.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go. Shift.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 25, check 25, check 25. Check. Hey, 18.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down. At the 22-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Good move. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. Watch the crowd. Smooth. Mike's 47. Alert, alert. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. After the turnover, here's Locke. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Finding room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hey, Charlie!
On 1st down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like...
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, it's Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go! Mike's 42! Mike's 42! Go!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double. 2's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch safety crew. Team spell and 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Another run by Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go, D.
5, 2. After the sack on first down, Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Two on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go, D. Start Mike 42. Mike 42.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
180. Check, 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 check. Alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down, Browns.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Just like that. 18. 31-yard line. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Cover.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even up at 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, Wood.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. And here we go.
Lock now on 1st down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down. And
this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And going deep for him. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Block off a play action. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Throwing again on second down. Locke eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 36 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Locke to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to go for a big play down. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.